lecture, we have seen another way that we can use if-else statement to build conditional statement or build logical statement where we can see path of execution may change based on the given condition. Okay, so as of now we have already covered two basic part of the if-else statement. The very basic part of the if-else statement, here you can see only one if conditions will be there. So if there is the condition outcome is true, it will follow one path. If condition outcome is not true, it will go to the body of the else. Thereafter we have seen, right, about to check a given number positive or negative, and then we have seen a number as odd or even is the if else statement. Thereafter we have discussed regarding that more better way to build the logic, that means where you can have multiple conditions, more than two, not only one true and one false. There might be possibility, if one true is one condition is not true, there might be a chance another condition may be true. So in that case we need to adopt if else ladder. So in the second part of the if else we have seen how to use if else ladder, and we have solved one problem, building of grading system, where we can see based on the various ranges a particular grade may be awarded to a given student. And in the same video that I have also discussed how we can combine logical operators, okay, with relational operator to combine two conditions together, right? So now one more variant of the if and else now we need to discuss, which is we normally going to see this kind of condition building or logic building in a project where you need to test a nested type of conditions, right? So during that particular lecture we're going to see two programming to understand how this nested if else actually works. We're going to see find the largest of three number. Okay, largest of three number. And second we're going to see a character will ask the character from the user. Okay, so we'll take a character from the user. It can be in this form, it can be in this form, okay, it can be any digit, right, or it can be any special character. So what we need to do, we need to segregate okay, three different levels. This will be the one level, that is alphabet. This will be the another level, this will be a digit, and this will be another level, that is special case. Okay, so this will be in one condition, this will be in another condition, and this will be in another condition. And inside this condition further we're going to build two other tree, two other condition we're going to test. One, a given character can be vowel, and a given character can also be consonant. Okay, so I hope now you can understand how nested if else is required to build such kind of logic. Okay, here you can see this is level 1 condition. Okay, this is also level 1 condition, this is also level 1 condition. If this is not true, it will go there. If this is not true, it will go there. But if this one is true, out of this we have many other things, so it will go inside and it will follow the path. So let us see the overall flow chart, how if else nested statement normally we have written. So suppose this is the entry point of your code. So we started with the main, right? And it will follow the top to bottom approach if there is no if statement is written or any loop is written. So we are considering that we done all the input and the required declaration and initialization. Once we put a condition over there, there will be two possible outcome, one as true and another as else, or better to say false. So if you remember during the basic if else statement, we have considered false uh, uh, as an else case, right? But there is different. Okay, now let us see this. If it is true, so it cannot produce the output because further another level condition. So this is our level 1 condition, you can say, right? And this is our level 2 condition. Okay, so this one is what, this one is level 1 false direction. Okay, and this one is what, this one is level 1 true direction. Okay, so now again we need to test another condition in level 2 true direction. So if it is true, then you can see similar, just we're going to print the output. So this is our true case, right? And this is our false case. No more if else. Further also it is possible based on the programming statement if you need to nest more than two levels. So do not nest, as per my experience, do not nest more than no 2 to 3 level. Okay, do not nest. Better to then segregate the code into different function. We have not discussed the function yet. We'll see in the coming lectures. Because if you nest more than 2 to 3 level, it will be very difficult for someone to understand your code, right? So same here on this side also, if the particular level 1 condition is false, it will go into inside an else. Okay, so you can say it is our level 1 else. So in the else, it will not going to produce the direct output directly here. It's going to test the output. Okay, so test a condition. So this is my, you can say, level 1 point, or we can say, yeah, else, under the else level, first level. Okay, right. So here it is the true case, it will be the false case. So previously we've seen that else is only executed only for the false, right? That is also true, but inside the else we are not testing any condition. So now we're going to also test a condition inside the else, right? So that much of the theory, and end of the execution, or any, if any of the body get executed either from if or else, then it is follow the further path of the execution and stop the execution. Okay, so now let us see the first part, how we can check from the three number will be taken as an input from the user and test a given number, which number is the largest. So we'll use the online GDB compiler. So let me just save this project first. I'll share that code into the description of the video. Largest of three. Fine. Okay, fine. Just take out the pen. Okay. So let us declare three variables one by one. Right. So now let us give a message. Enter three numbers as space separated. Okay, got it. Then we are going to take input through scanf. So look at here, I am maintaining one single space between the percentage %d. So because we need to enter the number, multiple number in one scanf statement. So if you have not seen how to use the scanf statement, right? So please check our input tutorial before the printf we have discussed. Okay. So I have used scanf as a now space separated, right? Okay. So it's time to build the logic. So if you remember here, we have mentioned the level 1 condition. Okay. So here will be the condition that I'm going to write now, level 1 condition. So if I am testing now, num1 is greater than num2. Okay. So what this loop will take care? It will consider num1 as largest, right? So I'm building the logic based on num1. Okay. So now see here. So if it is true, if num1 greater than num2, so we further need to test num1 along with num3, right? Okay. So let us build again. So now you can see inside the first if, once it is true, it will go inside the body of that if. So we are writing further condition here, num1 greater than num3. Okay, fine. So now if num1 greater than num3, what we can conclude here? So we can conclude the percentage %d is largest and it is actually num1. Okay, done. Okay, now what if again, if num1 is not greater than num3? So is there any possibility, okay, is there any possibility that if I take any combination of three number, that okay, num1 is greater than num2, that is fine. If num1 is less than num3, but num3 is not actually largest, is it possible? So let us take some example so that you can understand the process here. Okay, so I am taking one number 10, okay, as num1, and 9 as num2, and that one as num3. So now you can see num1 greater than num2, that is true. So num1 greater than num2, that is true. So it will be taken care by this particular condition. So is there any chance that num1 is not greater than num3? So now if I test again here 10 between 10 and 12, so I found that this particular condition, if I test it here, outcome is false, right? So if outcome is false, that means my this if statement is not able to handle the correct output. So we need to write an else case here. So in else case, definitely if we compare that if a num1 which is earlier greater than num2 and that number is right now less than num3, so there is a no chance that num2 is greater than num3. If num2, for an example, so now 10, I took 20 and 30. Now see here, num1 greater than num2 is false. So if num2 is already greater than, so there is a less chance that that particular condition will be true. So you're going to need to build a separate if condition for this reason. Okay, so now I hope you understand the process. So now let me just complete the code. So you need to build another else here, right? And it is only for whom? Only for num3. So now I'm writing num3 equal to percentage d, okay, is largest. Clear? Okay. So now let us take another example. Sir, what if num1 is not greater than num2? Okay, fine. If num1 is not greater than num2, so definitely reverse one will be true. Okay, reverse one is true. Num2 greater than num1. Okay, so let us write else. So now where I am going here. You can see the false part right now. Okay, I am going here. So it is false, it is coming here. So there is also possibility we need to test another condition. Yeah, definitely, because this condition I have written only for the num1 point of view. So now I need to build this else for num2 and num3, right? Okay, so let us build here. So now check here. So if num1 is not greater than num to fail, so that means there is a chance num2 greater than num3. So let us test. So num2 greater than num3, right? Okay. So now here we can say num2 that is largest. Clear? Okay, so if it is not true, if it is not true, if you check it, if condition, my condition, this particular condition, it doesn't follow the true path. Okay, let me take a different color. It doesn't follow the true path. So definitely it will go this side. So else case. So in else case, definitely only one number remains. That is, we can now conclude here. Num3 is largest. Okay, so this is a perfect example of nested if else, right? So this is our condition 1, right? So condition 1 true, so it will follow here. I will not say going to the if else statement. Let me just correct it. Yeah. So this is our condition 1. Okay. So two outcome. Condition 1, if it is true, it is coming here to further testing. If it is false, it will directly come to the else part. In else, there is another condition. If it is true, it will directly going to print it. If it is false, it will print this. Similarly, here in this particular condition, if it is true, it will print this. If it is false, it will print this. Right? So let us take some example and evaluate our code. So I am taking some number 10, 20, and 30. Okay, so let us test. So 10, here we are testing 10 greater than 20, false. Okay, so it will directly come here. Fine. So now 20 greater than 30 is true or false. So it is also again false. So it is directly coming to the else and it is printing me num3 is largest, right? Okay, let us execute and see. Asking for the input. So 10, 20, 30. You can see num3 is largest. Fine. Okay, let us take another input and test it again. So now I am taking 20, 10, and 30. Okay, so we are testing now. 20 greater than 10, true. Okay, if it is true, it is coming here. So further condition I am writing 20 greater than 30, true or false. So it becomes false, it is coming here. It is also printing num3 is largest. Okay, so test this. So we given 20, 10 and 30. You can see 30 is largest. Fine, clear. Okay, so we have tested the code. Okay, so let us take another input. Now 30, 20, 10. Okay, so let us see. 30 is greater than 20, true. So it is coming here. 30 is greater than 10, right? So it's going to print num1 is largest. So you already print this line, you already print this line, you already print this line. Let us take another input now. 10, 30, 20. Okay, now we are checking here. 10 greater than 30, true or false? False. It is coming here. So now we are writing the condition 30 greater than 20, true or false? It is true. So it is coming here. It is going to print here. So you can see the every line that I have written inside the if and else, it going to execute for some pair of input. So whenever you write a code with multiple if else statement and nested if else statement, it is become necessary before deliver the product to your client. You have to test your code with different pair of inputs. So we call them test case. Okay, so that all the code is reachable. Okay, if I suppose, okay, if I suppose I take a, I never test with the code different input. Suppose my code is not ready to test this thing, means all three numbers are same, my code is not ready. Okay, so further also you can test. We are, our code is for that is largest of three, right? So now let us take another example. Let's see will it works or not. 10 greater than 10, false. Okay, it is coming here. 10 greater than 20, false. So num3 largest. So two number equal, it is works fine, there is no issue. So again, suppose now what if I give the input in this way. So now we look for largest of three, but here two numbers are equal. Okay, and also largest. So in such case, this input is not correct, because as per the question, we have to pick largest of three. So now our code is not ready to handle this scenario. So I'm not going to make this example lengthy. So let us just continue with this example, and we'll take this second program into a next lecture, not in this. Okay. So now how are we going to take care if two numbers, largest and two numbers is also equal? So for that, what we can do, uh, we can mix another if statement here at the beginning. If num1 not equal to num2, right? And logical AND operator. Now say I'm combining, right? Num1 uh, not equal to, sorry, not equal to num3, right? Okay, what it means? I am saying that you should give three distinct numbers. Okay, so now let us print. Please enter three distinct number. Now try to understand here what will happen if I just execute this code, run it. I want this line only, right? Okay, let's run it. And now if I give 20, 20, 10, see, it is no issue. But my input is wrong. Our logic is only for test three distinct. So it should print this line, right? Please enter three distinct numbers. So if I just do this, if num1 equal to num2, and instead of logical AND, if I use logical OR, now test. Hmm. Now see, please enter three distinct number. It is giving me the output, but it also print me the number which is largest. No, it should stop here, right? Okay. So what we can do, we can make it if else ladder. Because if you use two individual if statement, no, so same logic you have written two different if statement. So this if doesn't have any else, and this this is an if statement. So that means this if statement is not depend on or not continuation of previous if statement like else if. So even though this particular condition become true when I enter two number as same number, it prints me please enter three distinct number. Still it is further checking for the largest of three. It should not, right? So what we can do, we can convert our code now if else later. So now here you can see I have used if else ladder along with if else nesting. Okay, so this is the way you should understand, right? The C programming. Say it is given me two distinct. So now if I just give three distinct or suppose three equal number, please enter the distinct number, right? And now if I just further test 20, 10, 30, now see it is saying that please enter the distinct number. Why? Because okay, that is the mistake I've done. It should be equal to, yeah, sorry, run it. 20, 10, 30. Now see, yes, 30 is largest. Okay, fine. So our largest code is earlier was. Now let us do this. Please enter the distinct number. Fine. Okay, thank you. I hope you understand, right? So in the next lecture we're going to build this logic. We'll take any character and we'll test it is a alphabet or it is a digit or it is a special character, and in the alphabet we'll further going to see it is vowel or consonant. Okay, so I hope you understand. Please like my video and do comments if you need more such example. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.